foreign influence, public corruption. And who benefits from this? Well, corrupt people benefit from it. Criminals benefit from it. Vladimir Putin benefits from it. You swear to release the Epstein files, but now you're withholding the Epstein files. You claim that you have a suspect in a serious assassination. Whoops, then you don't have a suspect.
An FBI director just got told, in a Senate hearing, that his decisions are benefiting Vladimir Putin. That is not a political jab. That is a documented argument built on disbanded task forces and redirected agents. Let's break down exactly how she got there.
How often do you speak to Stephen Miller?
Frequently on our Homeland Security task forces.
You frequently talk with Stephen Miller about subjects other than Homeland Security task force issues, correct?
I frequently talk to Mr. Miller about Homeland Security task forces.
Has Stephen Miller ever given you his opinions on how to run your agency?
Mr. Miller's interagency operations are invaluable to the FBI. That's what we talk about.
So you frequently discuss your job and your responsibilities with Stephen Miller and Pam Bondi, I imagine, as well.
Absolutely. She's the Attorney General.
The FBI director just confirmed he speaks frequently with a White House senior advisor about his agency's day-to-day operations. That is worth pausing on. The FBI has historically maintained a clear boundary between its investigative decisions and direct White House influence. When that line becomes a regular conversation, the question of who is actually directing the Bureau becomes legitimate.
Donald Trump promised to make us all safer. You have pushed out senior FBI agents with decades of knowledge and experience. In fact, this is the first time in FBI history that neither the director nor the deputy director have any experience with the FBI. According to ICE data, the Cato Institute, which is a conservative think tank, found that 20% of all agents have been diverted from their work to assist ICE immigration enforcement. 20%. Have there been any FBI agents who investigate crimes against children that have been assigned to immigration enforcement, yes or no?
The premise of what you say is entirely false.
Have there been any FBI agents who investigate
no.
foreign domestic terrorism?
You don't get to say America is not safer under this leadership.
I am not saying
America
that.
is safer because of the work of the FBI.
You're making a presumption of premise.
4,700 children.
Sir,
we have seized 6,000 weapons and 23,000 violent felons have been
FBI
arrested.
Agents who investigate human trafficking have been reassigned to immigration enforcement. You are not denying that FBI agents who are on the task force that fight against Russian oligarchs have not been reassigned. Public Correction Squad, reassigned. People who defend children, reassigned. You're not denying that.
3 direct questions. 3 times the premise was called inaccurate, but not once was a specific number offered to counter it. In any factual debate, calling something inaccurate without providing the accurate version is not a rebuttal. It is an avoidance. And that pattern of avoidance is exactly what the next part of this hearing is built on.
I believe you have made our country weaker and less safe. You fired or pushed out seasoned FBI officials who spent their careers keeping us safe, only to lower hiring standards in order to find anyone to replace them. And shockingly, you admitted in this hearing to Senator Coons that it would take 14 years to fill the vacancies at your agency. Many are the result of your purge. You've disbanded entire task forces that stop election interference, foreign influence, public corruption. And who benefits from this? Well, corrupt people benefit from it. Criminals benefit from it. Vladimir Putin benefits from it. You swear to release the Epstein files, but now you're withholding the Epstein files. You claim that you have a suspect in a serious assassination. Whoops, then you don't have a suspect. You know nothing about plans to remove FBI agents, yet you are overseeing, and I quote, generational destruction of the nation's premier law enforcement agency.
This is the most structured part of the entire exchange. Every point is specific. Task forces disbanded, hiring standards lowered, vacancies that will take 14 years to fill by Patel's own admission, Epstein files promised then withheld, an assassination suspect announced then walked back. What makes this land differently than a political speech is that none of these are opinions. Every single one is on the public record.
Mr. Patel, in just 8 months, you have assaulted the institutional integrity of the FBI. You can't undermine the legacy of agents who fight every day to keep us safe, but you can tarnish the integrity of the agency and undermine the agency's capacity. I believe you're failing as a leader, and that your failure does have serious implications for the safety and security of Americans and our families. I think you're not going to be around long. I think this might be your last oversight hearing. Because as much as you supplicate yourself to the will of Donald Trump and not the Constitution of the United States of America, Donald Trump has shown us in his first term and in this term, he is not loyal to people like you. This may be the last time I have a hearing with you because I don't think you're long for your job. But I'm going to tell you this, I pray for you. I pray for you that you can step up and defend your oath, defend the Constitution, and do a much better job of defending this country.
And this is where the argument shifts from institutional to personal. The point being made is not just that Patel is failing. It is that the loyalty he is performing will not protect him. Political loyalty in Washington has an expiration date, and this senator is putting that on record directly to his face. Whether that prediction turns out to be accurate or not, it is the kind of statement that stays in the room long after the hearing ends.
That rant of false information does not bring this country together. If you want to work on bringing this country, it's my time, not yours.
My God.
If you want to talk about
dividing this country,
it is
I
my
follow
time.
you on your social media posts that
It is
tear
my
this country
time
apart.
to
There
address
should be a
your
unifying-
falsehoods.
Oh,
You are an
you can try
embarrassment
all
to the
you
division
want
in this
to
country.
not
Senator,
take
it is
my
responsibility
time.
for what
You
you
had
have
your
said.
time.
Sir, you're
Your
making
time
a
is
mockery of this
over.
committee. Sir, you don't tell me my time is over.
You
The
know how
people
far
of New
we've
Jersey
come
tell me
since
what my
you
time
tell-
is.
Senator,
You can't lecture me.
You can tell me
Sir,
my
you
time's
have-
over?
You may be the charge of the
I'm not
FBI,
going
but
anywhere.
I am not afraid of you, sir.
Mr. Chairman.
Not afraid of you.
After everything that was just said, this is the response. Not a factual rebuttal, not a point-by-point defense. The first thing out of his mouth is a procedural objection about whose time it is. That choice of response tells you more about the moment than any statistic could.
If the FBI, under my 7-month leadership, were failing this administration in this country, why do we have 23,000 violent felons arrested this year alone? Why have we found 1,500 child predators and arrested them? Why have we 300 human traffickers in jail? Why have we found and identified 4,700 children? 88,000 kilograms of cocaine seized, 7,000 kilograms of meth seized, and that's just on our criminal operations in summer heat. How is it that we have counterintelligence arrests already this year exceeding the numbers from the entirety of last year? 33% increase in PRC, 83% in Russia, 60% in the CI space as it relates to Iran, and we haven't even talked about CT, the southern border of the northern.
These numbers are real, and they deserve to be taken seriously. But notice the structure of this rebuttal. It is entirely about what was gained. There is no acknowledgement of what was lost. An institution's health cannot be measured by one column of a ledger. The full picture requires both sides of that equation. And that second column is exactly what this entire hearing was trying to put on the record.